There's a wheelchair there.
Can I get you to introduce yourself, please?
I'm Councillor Pam Thomas. I'm a councillor of Liverpool City Council, and I was on the Transport Committee of the Liverpool City Region when these trains were first proposed.
Can I get you to introduce yourself, please?
My name is Philip Barton. I'm a resident of Birkenhead and long-time user of Merseyrail, both as an able-bodied passenger and as a wheelchair user. And I was one of the 40 ordinary people who contributed to the design of the train.
Now, what is the biggest difference between this new train and the trains that we've got in service currently?
The ability for many more people to access the train independently, not requiring the help of staff, although of course that will still be available for those who need it. Being able to move up and down the train in the wheelchair, which is very important when there's a power failure outside a station. So you can move to another part of the train in an emergency, and that includes if there's a violent incident on the train, you can get out of the way of that. Also, the train has batteries, so it can move under its own power for I think it's about 200 metres, which means that if there is a power failure on the track, then in most cases the train can get to the next station, and as has happened in the past, the possibility of being stranded on the train for hours as a wheelchair user won't happen.
As we see the new trains introduced on a network, it's not just the features on the train that have improved, it's also features on the actual stations as well. As the council, what have you done to improve access, getting to the trains?
Well, there's the issue of getting to the station in the first place. You have to make sure that there's ways of people getting there, and that often is as simple as drop curbs getting to the station. But once at the station, you need to be able to access the platforms, obviously. The newer stations are pretty much okay, and the City Region have applied for funding to improve existing stations, so that's going to be gradually introduced as that money becomes available year on year. So more recently there's been about 5 stations improved to improve access, so the step-free access from the point of arrival to getting on the train and then back again. But what's really important is that people have the information to know which stations are accessible now, so that they can plan their journey, and gradually that number of stations is increasing.
And where can they get that information from?
It's on the website of Liverpool City Region, on the rail page. There are maps on there, and there's a key indicating which stations have got level access, which have got partial access, and which are not yet accessible.
Thank you to both of you, and happy travels.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Yep. It's the 8 So we can get them rolled out, but we can't complete them until...
Thanks.
Okay, so this is the wheelchair space. It's slightly more generous than the space on the existing trains, and you've got a power socket there with USB for charging mobile phone, cup rests there. You can also put your travel pass on there if you want, mobile phone on there. We've got the information board here, which is very important, especially if you can't access or you can't turn round to see the information boards above the doors. And I don't know exactly what information that shows at the moment, but in the future there's potential for that to show all sorts of useful information in different formats. We've got the SOS button here, where you can contact the driver if there's an emergency, or if you need first aid. And there's two-way communication with the driver in any emergency. We've also got the tip-up seats, So if somebody wants to use the entire space, if they've got a big wheelchair and they need their legs straight out, those seats can be tipped up. But if they're travelling with somebody or they've got luggage, then those seats can be tipped up and can be tipped down for somebody to sit on, and one tipped up for the luggage. It's a very flexible space, more flexible than the space on the existing trains. We've also got the tip-up seats further down the carriage, as you can see there, for luggage and prams, pushchairs. So it's a very flexible space.